Now, Barry later finds out on the news that that homeless man died. He knows it was that homeless man because they had a picture on the news and it was saying who it was and stuff and where he was and where he died. Paramedics at the scene say that if he would have had just one more burger or one more snack, that maybe they could have got to him before he died and he would have stayed alive. Yeah. And then that made Barry feel guilty because he had $1 in his pocket. Anybody knows that you could go to McDonald's and get like $1 meal, and get a McDouble or something like that. It's like $1. All he had to do was give him $1 and he could have went to McDonald's. He would still be alive. So Barry feels like he killed someone. This makes him go insane. And now he's in a mental asylum because he's insane. He feels like he killed a man, and he's not a murderer. He's a nice person. He's not a nice person, but he's just a regular person that was being a little mean once because he already donated to some organization before.
Listen, I don't know how many times I have to tell you, but if you won't listen to me, maybe there is someone you will listen to.
It's your fault. You deserve to die. You need to go to jail. Really? You couldn't spare $1 to save his life. You definitely a horrible human being.
You really can't beat yourself up for this. I know I wasn't the perfect mother to him, but it's not your fault. You beating yourself up about it, it makes it so much worse. It's not your fault.
Barry's mind was corrupted. The only way he got over that thing, and he was hearing people, seeing imaginary people, and they thought he was getting haunted and stuff. The only way he got over that is the homeless man who died's mom had to come and talk to him. That's the only thing that got him through that. The mind can be corrupted. It could really be like messed up. When old people, they get older, they get Alzheimer's, they could see hallucinations. My grandfather, sometimes he sees stuff. It's like crazy how the mind works. But anyways, so his mom made him feel better, and there's like a physical block in his mind that was stopping him from something. His mom was the only one, because it was the homeless man's mom, she broke the block, and he's better now.
Hey Barry, how you doing?
Oh, hey! How's it going? Yeah, I'm just chilling, getting my dinner today. I've been doing wonderful. I just donated to the Salvation Army a second ago. I donated my whole life savings to, I think, 3 organizations. And, yeah, I'm just doing great.
What are you eating there?
My dessert, some chicken nuggets. Yeah, I'm good though. Supposedly, Barry's better. He's sane now, and he's living in a way that maybe most people wouldn't like to live, but in his mind, it's a happy life. That's what he defines. All of us define things differently and perceive things differently, and that's what he thinks is a good life. He gives to people. Socrates actually said that the only way you can be truly happy is if you give abundantly, like you just give stuff all the time. That's the only way you could. He was halfway right, but that's the only way you could be truly happy, I guess. So the title of this movie was called Mind Over Matter, but I only got that title from the 10-page research paper that was titled Mind Over Matter. And in the research paper, I actually talked about real people, savants, who, because of some way, some of them were called special ed or whatever. Some of them had walked, tripped, and hit their head and caused some malfunction in their cores. They're called gifts, savants. They're people with extraordinary abilities. Some of them could paint things that they've seen only once, and they can hear a song and play it perfectly on the piano. Some of them can see equations and do them instantly without any practice or anything. And some of them could memorize great things without like trying, or it's crazy stuff like that. And it's like the movie Rain Man. In the movie Rain Man, he was like a special ed student, but he went to this gambling thing, and he was actually memorizing the cards. Nobody had ever done that before. He was memorizing the cards that they were gambling with. My topic for my essay was actually called Mind Over Matter, because when I started it, my question was, is it possible to take the saying mind over matter past its literal meaning to prepositions that are usually thought of as impossible? Like, say if you go for a 1 mile jog and it's your first jog in a while, you're dumb tired, but then you put on your headphones, you listen to music, and you go for the run again, and you end up daydreaming and going off, and before you know it, you've reached 20 miles and you haven't even felt the pain because your mind was distracted. If you were shot and you just told yourself, nope, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't hurt, I can do this, it doesn't hurt, and like mind over matter, you know what I mean? But matter is everything, but it would be better to say mind over everything, because the movie was basically that, but it was a more realistic. In my essay, I talk about like the whole thing is the right hemisphere when I mentioned that, and the left hemisphere, what they do, what they perceive and stuff like that, the different jobs they do. But the movie is basically about how strong the mind is, because that could actually happen. You could go insane from thinking that you killed somebody or something. The movie is basically meant to make you understand how powerful the mind is. So it would probably be better to say mind over everything, because your mind controls how you see the world. Period. So so it's like the mind is really powerful. But yeah, thank you for watching, and follow me on the gram. Bye. 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 The mind is a beautiful thing. The mind is a beautiful thing. The mind is a beautiful thing. Yeah. The mind.
Now let me ask you something. Say the word A-E-I. Just say it.
A-I?
A-E-I.
A-E-I.
Okay. Now, you heard me say that, right? That sound went from my mouth, nothing physical, went from my mouth into your ear, and then it got converted into a process that you can understand that language, and then you actually process it in your head and put it out into those same words that I just said. What's so amazing about it, no other hardware that you needed to buy to make it work. So what's so cool about it is that it's free. It's free to think. It's free to use your mind to the maximum. And anybody who feels they need substance to use their mind, they're an idiot. Because what happens is that you are taking your mind with this substance and you're just messing it up. Use your mind to the most that it can use it. To the most you can use it, use it. Even when you mess up, you can remember and then you can make it right. Right. All right, take care.
All right.
All right. Excuse me, class? Yo, I ain't done this.
I was hearing you, but I wasn't exactly listening to you. Like, some part of my brain heard what you were saying, and if I had the script...
Yeah?
Alright, so it's going? Come on. Alright, just start over.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
Yo!
Classical magnet.
Wait, one more time. This is the last time. Yo, does anybody... I'm not gonna say yo. Keep going.
Yo! Yo! I think I'm too close. And I just talked during the video. What are the
I need authorization. I need a signature saying that you have permission to record me. Would you do?
You did that since sixth grade, Trayvon Chingelli. You did that since
Open my locker. You see, it's kind of dirty. This is MTV lockers. You know, I got my spike bag. Then I got, hold on, I got a brush.
Oh.
Got
That shit was crazy, bro.
Excuse me.
Yo, this man crazy.
Why y'all laughing?
That's exactly how it be if it was me.
Oh, I got some Teddy Grahams. Teddy Grahams.
Let's get a close up.
This is the one that you get.
They have to start writing their names.
That's better.
Why'd you?
School's making.
That's not what that was.
We like to get
I knew you was.
I don't even remember getting here. I don't know.
What else you know?
I don't know.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you.
Yo, does nobody else notice this guy?
Yo, I knew you was crazy.
This nigga's about to kill me.
Greed.
Follow me on Snapchat, Juhbli, JUHBLI.
Who knows how to spell that? Yo, it looks serious. Take him out.
Well, if that's all, Mr. Oliver, I would like to continue with the lesson. Oh,
I'm gonna just switch up.
Nah, it's just weird.
that's just what happened.
That's fine.